if you are trying to like fit in, it might be because you are not genuinely listening to the whispers of your heart and your soul. Okay. I hope that you can hear and see me. I'm not even going to bother to check, but I need to share this thought form, this thought wave that's been marinating in my mind for the past week. And I just went to a dance class. I was supposed to do a jazz dance class and then it got canceled. So I ended up doing a contemporary dance class. And what I've been thinking about for this past week is the idea of how different we all are and really embodying that. Like, we are all crafted so differently. And for me, something that triggered this is that recently I've been like going down the rabbit hole of human design. I myself had like a reading and now I'm learning a lot more about it to understand like my type and the things that work for me and how we all are so incredibly different. Like, it truly means something when someone says to you, like, we are all unique. And in human design, like, you're categorized by a certain type, but there are like so many there are so many other markers, like other differentiation types that help specify like who you are, what you like, how you act, how you react, what environments you do best in, like what kind of touch like is the best for you, like your best alimentation, your best diet, like the temperature. It goes so deep. And what I've taken away from that is that my entire life I've been trying to fit into molds of what people tell me, like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, or this is how people succeed, or you're really slow, so you need to like do this, or you're not keeping up with the others, so you need to like, you're lazy, or these things, when it's so hard to differentiate like that because everyone is so different. And in this dance class, the reason why that came to mind is because everyone learns things like differently and at different speeds and whatnot. And there's some people that, judge others based on how they present themselves, or like, there's just like there's a huge like theme of insecurity and kind of like performance, like, oh, I'm going to perform like the best, And I found myself getting caught up in it, and I started like getting super anxious, just like how I used to be when I danced as I was young. And like, basically the reason why I quit and didn't want to go professionally is because I couldn't handle like the pressure of comparison and wanting to be the chosen one, and wanting to be the best. Oh no, the lights went out. Hold on. Okay. It's probably the worst lighting, but just bear with me for the end of this. So I found myself getting caught up in this same energy this evening in the dance class. And then immediately, like, this human design knowledge that I have like came back into my head. For reference, if you understand human design, I'm a projector. If you don't understand human design, that basically just means like my type is someone that is easily influenced, and specifically like me, I have a lot of undefined energy centers, and what that means is that I'm just very susceptible to feeling other people's energy, like very susceptible. So if someone next to me is like thinking and in this like energetic field of comparison and insecurity, I'm gonna feel that and think it's my own. But the thing is, it's not my own. I'm picking that up from someone else. And then if I'm not aware of this, like you see how you can go down a really like a rabbit hole of of being like, who am I? What am I? Like, sometimes I feel really good, and like I know that when I'm alone I feel amazing. Like, I don't feel like I compare myself to anyone, but the second I'm with people, like all of a sudden I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling angry, but it doesn't feel like me. And anyway, that's very specific to me. I'm not saying that that's for everyone, although if you find something that resonates with you within that, like, goals. But anyway, so I caught myself during this dance class, and I was like, okay, personally, what is going to make me just enjoy this dance class is, like, for me, I need to bring my gaze inward. Like, I can't invite anyone with my gaze. I have to bring it back onto me and, like, breathe, come back to my center, be like, what am I feeling right now? Okay, I'm feeling excited, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling grateful to be in this dance class. Okay, let's go with that. Like, stick with it. And as soon as I brought my gaze back to myself and I was able to just dance for the joy of it and not worrying about comparison, not worrying about, like, oh, being the chosen one or the teacher looking at you or all this stuff, like, it completely transformed my experience. And it's still a work in progress, but it's just adding to this idea form that I've been having in my head this past week of, like, we're all so different. And I think the wealthiest that you can be in this lifetime is through learning about yourself. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't really know how you work and what the things exist that bring you joy, then you're always going to feel like there's something missing and that you're not genuinely at peace with who you are, because you don't actually know who you are. And for me, human design is the modality that has, like, brought me even closer to myself. Even as someone, I'm a yoga teacher, I practice meditation, like, I've done bunch of, like, different breathwork modalities, different classes to, like, get to know who I am. But I feel like at this point in my life, human design is just the thing that has brought me the closest to really, like, tuning in and being like, what is it that I would like? My point is of this very chaotic thought form is that if you are trying to, like, fit in, you're, like, maybe trying to find a job that doesn't burn you out, or you're trying to find a friend group that you actually feel like are true friends other than people that you're just trying to prove something with, or you're like, you just feel like you don't fit in. It might be because you are not genuinely listening to the whispers of your heart and your soul. And for example, like, I have been forcing myself to drink iced coffee. Yeah, it's good, but I know deep within, like, iced drinks don't work well with me. Like, I've just known that. No one has, like, told me that. I just had this intuitive feeling, like, when I drink iced things, they, like, fuck up my digestion. And then when I went to acupuncture, he actually validated that for me. My acupuncturist, he said that like, I thrive on warm things. It's a very healing diet for my type. And with human design, it confirmed that my digestive system thrives on hot, like, everything hot. Soups, hot coffee, hot tea, the hottest that hot can be. And it's just funny because I always wondered, like, how can all of these people around me be drinking cold coffee and they don't feel cold the rest of the day? They don't break out on their face. They don't experience any digestive issues. They don't feel like they're on crack. Like, it doesn't seem to affect them. And, like, how could that be? And I've asked myself this question, not just with the iced coffee, but so many different things in my life. And I come to realize that, like, we are all just so different. There are people that thrive on a cold diet. There are people that thrive in the hot Pilates classes, and other people that thrive with absolutely zero cardio at all and just, like, strength training. Or there are people that thrive in a market environment, like, with having lots of people around, and that's where they get their energy from. And there are people that thrive in silence. And it's not just your environment. It's you. It's you. Like, you are so unique. And all of those little specificalities, if I can say, or those specifics of like what you like and what you don't like, that's what makes you so unique. And that's what's so beautiful about you just being you and being so genuine to who you are, because no one has your magic. Even if you think that it's already been done, like let's say I'm making a YouTube video. How many fucking YouTubers, spiritual YouTubers, or just like life advice YouTubers are there out there? Millions. But there's no one like me. Like, there's no one that has my essence, my life force, my specific style. And there's a bunch of people that probably hate me and find me really annoying. There's a bunch of other people that find some sort of resonance with maybe one or two words that I'm saying. And that's totally fine, because we're not made to be liked by everyone. Like, you're generally going to be connected with like certain types of people based on your type, like based on like who you are. And the more authentic you are, the more you give yourself the permission to be yourself, instead of like being like, oh, it's bad to like hate exercise, or it's bad to like, you know, hate social outings, or I don't know, something like that. Genuinely, the population is like, oh, you should exercise, you should eat your greens and stuff like this. Like, if you hate that, like, just own it. Allow yourself the permission to own it. Be like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't. Sorry. Or not even sorry. Like, that's just you, and that's what makes you you. And that's been festering in my mind this entire week. And it's such a practice too, right? Like, if your entire life you've been kind of programmed and brainwashed to be something that you're not, it's normal that you've been so distanced from yourself. Like, you don't have to blame or shame yourself for not knowing who you are. Like, no, that's not the right road to go down. Just gently come back to yourself. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself at every single point in the day, what am I feeling? Is my body saying yes, or is my body saying no? A yes is going to feel like open and expansive, and a no is going to feel like some sort of contraction. That's what I've been doing with myself, and still learning. And I'm probably still going to be learning the rest of my life. But the science of differentiation, that's another way that people call human design, because it just highlights how we are all so beautifully different, and we also so beautifully interact and meld with one another, creating such a diverse ecosystem. And that's how ecosystems thrive, through diversity. So thank you for listening. I hope that if you're feeling like isolated or weird, that you just start owning it and you say, this is me. Da-na-na. Okay. And you just go with it. Go with the flow, because you're you, baby. And that's what we need. Thanks for listening. I'm going to turn off this horrible lighting now. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn off now.